Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our podcast.
Today we're covering the Paramount Plus movie, Secret Headquarters.
Yes. Excuse me, guys. This movie shows a young boy and his friends who discover his dad is the superhero, the Guard.
Yes, very creative name.
After finding his secret headquarters in the basement of his house. Very original.
Yes. And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and notification buttons on future podcasts and multiple pause videos.
Absolutely. Best thing about this movie was Owen Wilson.
Yes, as the dad.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, this was actually advertised quite a while ago. It was supposed to be a summer movie, but ended up being pushed on Paramount Plus and they released it in the fall. And for me, it seems like a lot of these super movies are released or do well in the summer, hence Superhero Month. But lately, they've been trying to push it near fall or in August when summer's getting to an end. But after seeing it, I think they actually did make a smarter choice because this kind of wasn't really a summer or superhero-esque movie.
No. It actually was not marketed properly, or it was misleading. That's the best way to put it. It was really misleading. It was mostly about the kids and them finding the secret headquarters.
We couldn't say HQ for some reason.
Right. It wasn't about the superhero. And it was, in the title, it was described as a superhero movie, but it isn't. It absolutely, positively isn't. If you want to see something that's campy, fun, wholesome, features children, has a real nice actor, Owen Wilson, in it, and has a happy ending, then this movie's for you. If you're expecting something more, including it being a real superhero movie, this is not the movie.
No.
And it's a Nickelodeon movie. And the thing about it is Nickelodeon, but it's like a Disney movie.
Yeah, and usually with Nickelodeon movies, when they're animated, usually they are stellar. Even if they're not do well at the box office, they're usually very well done or stellar. Very rarely do you have a bad animated movie from Nickelodeon. And as for live action, sometimes they can be hit or miss. They used to do a lot of TV movies, but it seemed like it kind of, you could take it or leave it. Secret Headquarters is kind of like that. Yeah, so it's kind of like that for this movie. I mean, it's not bad. It definitely wasn't a bad film. But for us, I kind of would feel better if it's almost 2 hours with credits. I would feel more apt to it if it didn't take an hour out of an hour and 48 minutes to get to the funny stuff, to the superhero stuff. It waits till the movie's almost over to become something like a superhero movie. Unless that was the point or something.
And when the kids found the secret headquarters and started testing out the gadgets and contraptions and everything,
a lot of them.
It went on way too long. It was just, it got to a point it was asinine. It's like, please stop, it's enough. You're looking at your watch, 10 minutes have gone by, 15 minutes have gone by. They should have shortened this movie to an hour instead of 2 hours. Left all that out.
Right.
A couple more scenes, it would have been a perfect made-for-TV movie for an hour starring Owen Wilson. That's what this should have been.
Right, and they used to do quite a bit of TV movies, so that would have been fine. But yeah, you're right. And for the Guard, I don't think they really took a lot of time to think about the superhero part because everything was about the secret headquarters. It's a really generic. He's a really generic superhero in here. They couldn't say, I guess, the Guardian because that name's taken. They couldn't say the Guardian because that's also taken. So the Guard was about all they could do. Like, oh, okay, let's do it. And the thing is, they don't shoot any superhero stuff in the beginning. They kind of do a Green Lantern thing where an alien orb chooses him to be the protector of Earth. Doesn't say why. They just scan him and say, okay, you have good in you. You get to protect the world.
And then his friend was there, and he actually wanted the orb, but he didn't get it.
Right. Which happens
so it's like
a lot.
Sinestro and Green Lantern.
Right. And then it goes into a half montage, but you don't see anything happening. He's saved. He's done hundreds, almost 1,000 missions, and you don't see him saving people or saving the world. He saves different cities, saves lives, see newspaper covers, reports, radio things, and everything. everything, and has gotten so much that he and his wife divorced because he wasn't ever home, and they never show you him being a superhero. Why is it with you people and not showing a superhero being a superhero? You want to show them relaxing like they're Mordecai and Rigby.
Yeah, that was a big disappointing part of this so-called superhero movie. Again, it should have been an hour and a lot of things left out, and it shouldn't have been advertised as a superhero movie. It would have been better saying, hey, I think they were trying to, I know I cut off and thought, I think they were trying to do something sort of like Sky High. Not in the sense of them going to school, but you got the 4 kids, they find the secret lair.
Right.
And he finds out his dad's a superhero, not his mom, but he finds out the dad's a superhero.
Right.
Then he's upset because the dad has lied to him.
Right. And not
he didn't
excited.
trust him. And he wasn't even impressed with his dad.
No.
And there's not even a Batman in here to justify why he wasn't impressed.
Right. and to me, I think that was the worst part of the movie.
Yeah.
Worse than it taking too long to get actually consistent laughs out of you is that the son, loves the guard, even though he's kind of a generic superhero. It's sad where he really loves the superhero, and he's pretty angry at his dad because he's always gone, he's always at work, blah blah blah. You know the trope. Find out the dad's superhero. It doesn't change, and I couldn't believe him. Like, your dad's a superhero and you're not impressed because he didn't tell you. Usually the reaction would be, oh, that's why everything's a secret. I should have known. It would have been like, oh, wow. No, this kid is still angry at him because he didn't tell him. So the guard wasn't really cool anymore because his dad was now. And it's like, that's pretty low. And the entire thing is kind of really having a conversation that Owen Wilson was being a pretty crappy dad because he didn't tell his son he was a superhero from the start. And it's not like it changes later. It's written like this was the wrong decision to do and the kid was right. But you know when you watch it, it doesn't compute.
And we've seen this in Invincible with, is it Mark?
Yeah.
And his girlfriend, where she was pissed even after she found out what the truth was. She wanted to break up with him anyway.
Right.
Because he didn't tell her and he didn't trust her. So
like,
this
what?
is the trope that's being used.
Right. And it's like, oh no, that means we're going to get a lot of inconsistencies with some of these superhero shows now.
So, again, if you want something fun, campy, starring a likable so-called main character, because Owen Wilson really isn't the main character.
No,
his son is.
Yeah, that's
and
the thing.
if you also want to see, he's from Ant-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Pena.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of his name. Michael Pena's in here, and he's being a funny villain. And Maskell said, except for Ant-Man, he's always been a villain, so he's a villain here again.
Right.
And there's a couple other Disney people, so again, maybe this is another reason why it feels like and plays out like a Disney made-for-TV movie.
Right.
That's just what it seems like.
Right. But at least you will get the feel of it being a, like you said, a campy film. They make a lot of product placement in here, but heck, at least this time I can say it's
well
stuff.
done.
You're right. I can say it's stuff that kids would like, and they actually use some of it for jokes like, who's that? We're just eating pizza. It's DiGiorno, and it's who is DiGiorno? And then the doorbell rang. Who is that? Is that DiGiorno? No, it's not delivery.
Yes, so that was some of the better parts in here. You're right, absolutely right. So if you haven't seen The Guard, no, I'm sorry, Secret Headquarters. It's not about him. It's Secret Headquarters.
Right.
If you haven't seen Secret Headquarters, hopefully it's available to watch either on demand or on Paramount Plus if you have it. If you haven't seen it, it's there. Check it out. Come back and let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos on your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Yes, and it's ended up in Superhero Month because he's supposed to be a superhero, but it could have just as well gone anywhere else because you never see any superheroing.
Yeah.
Superheroing. Superheroing.
Nope, not until the end.
And thank you so much for your support and listening. We really appreciate you. If you want us to check out your channel, leave a link. We'll check it out and support you as well.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Mask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.